My name's Richard Darling. I work for Davison and Co at Great Barford in Bedfordshire. I'm sprayer operator / combine driver and pretty much anything else in between. We farm around 3,000 acres made up of oilseed rape, winter wheat, spring peas. We've got an area of spring wheat this year just because of the wet winter. I've been spraying since around about 2011. I started at Davison and Co originally at the beginning of 2013. At that point I'd done very little spraying at all really, so I was thrown in at the deep end a bit, but I'd like to think I've got the hang of it over the years. I usually get my Marrowfat points by doing the annual event. It's just by far the easiest way to get my points, and then one half day a year and I know I'm guaranteed that I've got the points I need for the year. This is my second time as a finalist for FSOOTY. My first time was 2022. I've entered again because back in 2022 I thought that entering really gave me a push to be better at the little things and just a bit more attention to detail. So I thought, well, let's enter again and see if we can improve a bit more. I run a Horsch Leeb 8300. It's a 8,000 litre tank, 36 metre booms. I've got the 2-2 nozzle configuration, so 2 nozzle bodies every 25 centimetres. I run Leckler nozzles for my everyday spraying, either an IDK 02 or an IDK T04. And then I have a couple of high pro easy cap fertiliser nozzles for all liquid fertiliser work. This machine is a pre-production model, so I've got different plumbing to your standard PT8 300, and I have the new X11 cab, which is the cab that is currently on Class's Trion combines. It's a big improvement on the PT280 that I had previously. Much quieter, nicer place to be. Boom suspension is improved on this sprayer. The old sprayer was on a mast, whereas this is a parallelogram. A lot more stable, not so much in general going up and down the field, but in turns and spraying around corners and stuff, it is vastly improved. I've also got cab suspension on this sprayer, which is an option on the newer models. Yeah, it's an incredible piece of equipment, to be fair. We've been very, very happy with it since it turned up in August last year. This sprayer is being run through John Deere, through Green Star. I'm running 2 screens. One screen is your kind of standard John Deere screen, and the other one is purely a monitor, but it allows me to have guidance on one screen and then the sprayer's functions on the other, so I don't have to flip between screens. I can see everything I need to all the time. For day-to-day spraying, for liquid fertiliser, there's no real need to wash out at the end of the day, but general spraying, I will just I run a full wash cycle at the end of the day because it's fully automated. So as long as I have a clean tank full of water in the vac, I can just press a button on the screen and it runs a full wash cycle, cleans every single nozzle, cleans the tank, spray lines, filters, everything. So when it's so easy to do, it seems silly not just to run a full intensive wash cycle at the end of the day, because it takes 5-10 minutes and it's done. When it comes down to record keeping, at the minute we're running a paper-based system. we are hoping to go digital in the not too distant future. Having spoken to the guys at Gatekeeper, they are hoping to launch what I think they're going to call Gatekeeper Cloud, which will allow my agronomist to send recommendations directly to me, whereas at the minute through the Gatekeeper it is sent to the office and then we have to publish it from the office, and there's not always someone around to do that publishing for me, so it's easier for us at the minute to run a paper-based system, but hopefully if Gatekeeper launch their new system, we will go digital. When it comes to top tips, one thing I have in each chemical store is either a milk crate or a plastic tub, which when I'm opening 1 litre cans ready to put them in the sprayer, I stand them in either the crate or the tub, so it cuts out the risk of spills. They cannot be knocked over in a milk crate, and if they do fall over in the plastic tub, the chemical is contained. Another top tip, it's not so much one for the seasoned veterans, but for anyone who's getting into spraying, is never be afraid to ask questions. The worst thing you could do is not ask a question and make a mistake with the size of modern sprayers and the cost of chemicals. It can be very expensive if you get it wrong. Agronomists are there to be asked, so that, you know, don't be afraid to make a phone call if you're not sure. We're a little bit spread out here. We've got one farm at Great Barford, one farm here where we are, which is Little Barford, and then we run another estate which is over near Worsley. So at the minute I've got 4 chemical stores and 4 fill-up points, so it can be always handy to make sure that chemical's actually in the right place, because sometimes the delivery drivers do get it wrong. We also, the farm where we are here, we don't actually have mains water up in the farmyard, so we actually have to cart the water here and put it in the tank for me filling up, which it is a faff, but generally there's a wet day or a windy day when I can get the water tank filled up again.
You